The Daily Survey with Rhea Rams is about to go live online. Catch the top monster hits of the day based on your votes and other TDS goodness.
Streaming video on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931.
Your TDS host, Rhea Rams. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Monster RX93.1. Welcome to the Daily Survey, Monsters. It's me, Rhea Rams, and get this. We are now live on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitch because, Monsters, very, very special, we are welcoming a special guest today. Everybody, Monsters, let us welcome Ruel.
Hello, how are you?
Ruel. Hello, Ruel. Thank you so much for joining us today. So for those of you monsters who aren't very familiar, Ruel is, of course, an Australian singer. You may know him for his songs Painkiller, Dazed and Confused, Growing Up is some monster favorites. Yes, we love your songs here on the Monster, Ruel. So thank you so much for joining us here today. Why don't you introduce yourself to the monsters?
Yes, hello, monsters. This is a cool kind of little club name. Yeah, my name is Ruel. Like you said, I'm from Australia, and yeah, very happy to be here. And I don't know, I'll be here virtually. I'm in LA right now. It's around 10 p.m. What time is it for you right now?
It is actually 12, almost 1 p.m. here in the Philippines.
Lovely, beautiful. Yeah,
so it's quite late there. But I know you have been here in the Philippines before. I know you actually performed in my college, UP.
Ah, that was you. Cool. Well, were you there? Did you come?
No, I wasn't able to. Unfortunately, tickets were sold out. I mean,
oh, gosh, you could have found a way. Look at you. You were behind a chair with a microphone. You could have sorted yourself out. You know that.
Yeah, I'll find a way. So perhaps the next time you come to the Philippines, do we know when that will be yet?
I mean, I think for me, it's as soon as I finish this album, then I can tour that and head around. But I mean, in the meantime, I mean, while I'm not touring, I've got this EP of covers coming out, which I'm really, really excited about. Yeah, just put out the first single of this covers EP that I've just been kind of working on in and around writing sessions for the album. So yeah, Kiss Me, my version of Kiss Me came out a couple weeks ago. Really stoked with that. And,
yes.
Yeah. We
are actually going to be talking about that. We are super excited to hear this new EP and, of course, your covers. But I want to talk about how you started. So you were 14 when your cover of Let It Go by James Bay was sent to producer Phases, right?
Yeah, it's about that. I'm not going to say that I was actually 12. So
12?
Pretty cool. No, I'm kidding. I was somewhere in between 12 and 14, but I don't know. I put out my first song when I was 14. So there was a few years in between that. But yeah, that cover was, I wouldn't want to put that out now. It's pretty rough. But yeah, I didn't even think about that. How I probably should have put that on the EP for some kind of, I don't know, homage. But anyway, missed opportunity. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh man.
Yeah, I that's how things started. When I was 12. I found Phases. Well, he found me, and then I started working with him. Started writing music. Put out my first song when I was 14, and then just kept going until COVID, and then I stopped for a little
Right.
bit, and then I kept going again.
Yeah, so you started at 12. I mean, when this cover was released, right? Or when it was sent to
Yeah,
M Phases. But
it was just like a thing on my dad's iPod Touch. That's where it was sitting for a while.
oh my goodness, that old, that long ago. But my question is, for sure before this, you were already singing a lot. How did you discover your love and your talent for music?
I I don't know. I just think I used to watch a lot of I feel like growing up, I watched a lot of like Disney Channel, you know. And I think that's what kind of I had two older sisters who always wanted to watch like Hannah Montana or like High School Musical, and like I don't know, just like certain things where it's like it was cool to sing, because it wasn't super cool to sing, at least where I was
Mhm.
from. In like the kind of culture in Australia, I feel like if you're trying to make friends, you don't usually tell people that you're the singer. So yeah, I think it was kind of very much around my household. It was cool to like learn an instrument, and my dad really wanted me to like learn guitar, something from a young age, but I hated guitar, and I was like, why don't I just sing instead? And then I um I just had a love for music, and it grew and grew and grew until I don't know, I just kept doing it every day, and um yeah, and then yeah, stumbled across M Phases, who wanted to use my voice on one of his songs, and there we go.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, throughout the years, starting at such a young age, you've accomplished so much already. And I'm wondering, aside from, creating your own music, is there anybody in particular that you're looking to collaborate with? Like you're like dream big here, okay?
I don't know. I honestly, like it's anyone, like anyone. Like I think you can. I honestly do think you can write a good song with anyone. But in terms of dream, I don't know. It's kind of hard because I don't want to like reverse manifest it. I don't want to like jinx it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But then
Fair.
it's like
Let's
I've gone to, work and meet some of like my favorite artists already, which is pretty amazing, or pretty, I don't know, just I feel very grateful for that. But I think like my dream, like, in terms of dead or alive, it would be
Mhm.
like Jeff Buckley, Amy.
Ooh. Oh
Like,
yeah.
like that's kind
Well,
of my jam. Like if I could go back in time and just, work with anyone at a drop of a hat, then it would be them.
right. Now, we're actually here to talk about your upcoming EP called Adaptations, which will be composed completely of covers. Now, you seemed super excited about this. You were saving hundreds of songs to include. How did you how did you cut out songs? How did you choose? What was your selection
Yeah.
process?
It was hard. It was yeah, we had like a massive spreadsheet like of songs, and we were trying to figure out like, which genres we should use, and which like, well, I don't know. We kind of overcomplicated it for ourselves, I think. And I did so many different versions of so many different songs, and uh but to be honest, we just did whatever came easiest, and we just tried stuff, and we just had fun with it, and it was really really fun to kind of mess around. But yeah, it was hard to kind of nail it down to an EP. So yeah, there's a lots of kind of leftover songs that I don't know. My versions of like they don't need to ever see the light of day, because it's not like people can't listen to them. Like I'll either play them live at a show or whatever. But yeah, I'm really really happy with the EP. I think it's like a perfect, I suppose, kind of correlation of where I'm going and where I've been production wise. And yeah, I think it's yeah, really really special. I like the name, I suppose, kind of wraps it all up. Adaptations.
Yeah, so Adaptations is all covers. Now, how did this idea come about? I mean, for the past couple of years, you have been writing your own music, and now you're releasing an EP of covers, your own renditions of these songs. How did this idea come about?
I think it was just because it was so much fun to play around with covers, like in and around writing. Because when you're doing so much writing, you get kind of creatively, tired sometimes. And you like I've been writing for the past year and a half, and I've been working on this album for So I mean, it doesn't feel like that long, but it's been quite long. But yeah, since I pretty much got off tour, I've been writing, and I think when you kind of go through a slump, you're like, I want to sing something that's already made, like that's already made, and just like it's already great. So, I just really pick up a guitar and start learning it, and then I think we messed around a couple times with my producer after a session, and that's where "Kiss Me" came from, and we were like, we should just do this as an EP. We should just like make it happen, and within like a few days, it was happening, and he was producing, and yeah, I really love it.
Yeah, so you started with, so the first song that you actually covered, or the song that kind of birthed this EP would be Kiss Me, which you already released. Was there any reason you chose this song, or do you just like the sound of it? Is there any significance
Honestly,
to this song?
it's not that interesting. I mean, it was just the easiest one. I feel like that was the one where I had like a list of like so many covers where when we started to I kind of think what we're gonna do, and I was like, all right, what are the songs I can play on the piano like right now? And because I'm not a great pianist, I'm not super knowledgeable, so I just looked up the chords, figured it out, and then I was like, okay, it's like 4 chords over and over again. Let's just play this in. So I just sat down by the piano in the studio and just sung it, and we're like, this sounds pretty good. So we just left it pretty much how it is, and we had a few additional vocals, some amazing vocals from an amazing artist called the Absolutely, who did the kind of oohs and ahs. So that was really cool. So we got a few other kind of people working on it, which was really cool.
Yeah, so you did mention also that that you created a lot of covers, but some of them won't see the light of day.
Yeah.
Are there any songs that you can tell us that aren't part of this EP?
Yeah, I tried a cover of "Walking on a Dream" that didn't work. I tried one of "Rich Girl" by Hall and Oates that didn't work as well. I tried so many. I'm trying to think. I did oh man, I'm trying to think now. I don't know. I think those two are the first ones that come to mind. But like the other ones, I might want to keep for a surprise for the future. Who knows?
Ooh, okay. Well, we will be looking forward to that. And is there any teaser that you can give us for the songs in this upcoming EP? Like, what kind of songs did you pick?
Yeah, so there's a couple songs on there. Maybe there's just one. I don't know. I mean, the teaser I like to give is that there's one song on there that I sung a lot on tour for a while, and I sung and I posted like a lot of me singing it. Like it's a cover that's been around for 5 years, maybe 5 years. I've been singing for 5 6 years. So yeah, that one I'm really excited to finally kind of have a studio version of, because it's just been around for so long and people have been asking for it. So I'm excited for that one to come out. I wonder if people will figure that out now.
Oh my goodness. We are so excited for this EP. Adaptations is coming out soon. Is there any message that you want to give the Monsters with regard to your upcoming EP, and just the message to your fans who are tuned in right now?
Yeah, I mean, I just, really appreciate all the support. I mean, I haven't been over there in so long. I mean, it's been around a year. So, I miss it. I miss playing over there. And I really hope you love the new music. And I can't wait to come back out after with hopefully a new album as well. So there'll be a lot more to talk about, a lot more to sing.
Yes, well, I'm sure all your fans, me included, are looking forward to seeing you here in the Philippines again. And bonus question, since you have been here before, is there anything that you are looking forward to coming back to here in the Philippines, aside from your fans, of course, like the food, a certain place?
I'm trying to think. I mean, I've done a bit of the Philippines. I've done obviously Manila. I've done a few islands south, but I haven't had still any chance to properly see the beaches and to like, I don't know, I want to go like surfing or like snorkeling or like see like something, I feel like I've only really seen like metropolitan like of Philippines. I've seen like big buildings, big cities and malls. But yeah, I really want to come back and do it properly and to spend some time just to kind of have fun and have a little tour guide.
Yes, well, we are looking forward to seeing you come here again, not only to perform, but hopefully to see all those things that you want to see here in the Philippines. I mean, honestly, this is the perfect place. There's so many beautiful beaches, places you can surf here, and we do hope that you get to explore. Maybe some of your fans would be willing to be your tour guide as well.
Hopefully, we'll see. I'm a bit of a stickler for my surf spot, so yeah, I hopefully.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Ruel. Would you like to do the honors of introducing the first song out of your upcoming EP Adaptations to our listeners?
Yes, please. Thank you so much for having me. But yeah, this song is my rendition of Sixpence None the Richer's "Kiss Me." Yeah, it's a little ballad that I made like a month ago, so it feels very fresh. But yeah, I hope you like it, and then you can go back to listening to Espresso.
Well, monsters, it is time for us to play you one of the songs out of the Adaptations EP of Ruel. Here's Ruel with Kiss Me, only here on The Monster. Thank you, Ruel.
Thanks. See you guys. Thank you.
Monster exclusive interview only on Manila's hottest Monster RX 93.1.